Winter Gabriel, welcome to the Family Today show.
Oh, thank you so much. So I started as a musical theater entertainer.
Okay.
And dancing, acting, singing. And I found myself being asked to run a new event, not be in it, which is very unusual for me, but they asked me to cast and run the haunted attraction, which is in Demers Farms in Hillsdale, New Jersey. I've known one of the owners of Demers Farms, Jason DeGeis, since I was in nursery school. So I said, okay, let's see what this is all about. Going to a haunt puts you in a situation where reality goes away. You're in an altered reality, all because of these very skillful and crafty haunters. So you get to walk through all these apple fields, and we have all these characters that come at you, and they're like zombies, and they make you laugh, they make you scream. The owner of Demers Farms and this haunted attraction went to Zion Lutheran private school.
And a lot of the people that I connected with to actually get Haunted Orchards up and running, Winter being one of them, was tied in from when we were in grammar school.
We went to the same school together, Jason and I, and Brian's wife Kate, and my friend Chris Gander, who's also in the haunts. It was a small school that brought all kinds of people together. It was a fun school, it was a different school, I met a lot of great people.
Zion gave me good groundwork for becoming the person I am today.
It's amazing to me that here 35 years later, we are reunited, Zion friends, Winter, Jason, Kate.
Haunted Orchards, come see us tonight! So my job was to cast the haunters.
Okay.
And to help make sure that the event runs smoothly every night. 1, 2, we're coming for you. Scaring people, it turns out, is a very pleasurable experience. Now, I didn't know this, okay? I was a musical theater actor, kicking my legs and singing a high note. What did I know about haunting?
For one day out of the entire year, you can be a firefighter. You could be a transforming car. You could be literally any ridiculous plastic thing your mother puts on your head.
Oh my gosh, you run around the neighborhood and get free candy? Are you kidding me? What is not to love about this?
Kate Rehill loved scary movies. We watched scary movies when we were a kid. We would get potato chips and Oreos and rent scary movies, back when you could rent movies.
My favorite thing to do is get up early on a Saturday morning before anybody's awake and find the scariest horror movie I can find and drink my coffee.
My favorite scary movie is by far Scream.
My favorite scary movie is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Dawn of the Dead, The Grudge, Exorcist is scary.
My Little Vampire, What Lies Beneath.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
What? That's Halloween. What? My shirt.
We gotta go with our homeboy from New Jersey, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th.
I'm still scarred to this day by Chucky. Everyone keeps telling me, he's a doll, he's a doll. And I'm like, yeah, but how did he kill grown-ass men?
I have always hated scary movies. I don't want to watch scary movies. I don't want to be around scary movies. I don't want to be in the room when scary movies are on. I watch them because my wife makes me.
Halloween in the United States is the second biggest holiday. It's really a lifestyle. It's not just a nighttime job. It's a year-round lifestyle for a lot of these people.
And I have to tell you, I was blown away by the people that are haunters. This is not something they do on the side. This is their passion. This is their lifestyle all year round.
I got into haunting because Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday, and I've lived and breathed it since I was a little itty bitty.
I've always been into horror. I like horror movies and blood, guts, and gore. All that stuff intrigues me.
But if you see the pictures of me as a little kid, I'm sitting there grinning, and I look, like a scary little kid that's just yeah, I'm happy to be a clown.
I've been a little funky since I was a kid. I had piercings early, tattoos early, bright colored hair, everything like that. I always liked being different.
And for these haunters, I believe that haunting and scaring people is their artistic expression.
Yes.
The switch turns on. As soon as the clothes are on, the makeup is on, it's time to go to work.
When you show up to work, you're not showing up to work. You're showing up to put on a performance, and you're performing for someone else who's there to enjoy the night.
And it's like, I'm part of their story. I'm part of what made their night. I'm part of what made their weekend.
People go because they want to get scared, because that's something they don't feel every day. It's something new, it's something different for them. So for me or any other actors, we go off of it, we feed off of it.
Is the day almost over? I want to go to Demarest Farms and scare people.
I've never made as many men scream in my entire life.
Is this really even a job?
Wish it was haunt season all year.
I want him!
A lot of these experienced haunters are self-directed. They've been doing this for a long time, so they have their character. You put them in their designated spot and they create the magic.
I kind of go more into it where I'll develop a character and I stay in character, and sometimes the character doesn't leave.
You know, what goes well with like a farm? And I thought like rednecks. Rednecks go well with a farm.
I can hide somewhere so quietly and just jump out and get them really bad.
What's not more terrifying than, like a cop coming after you, or a businessman, in a ripped up business suit, coming to bite your face off.
She's a little dead girl that went crazy and insane and killed her brother Johnny.
I love being the sexy nurse.
Pappy the clown.
But of course with a little cutesy dead girl voice, Lily's here to play.
Hey girlfriend, business in the front, party in the back.
You never knew what was coming at you. You go around a corner, you had no idea if someone's going to be there, if someone wasn't going to be there. You're always on your toes. If you can't get a scare, at least get a laugh. You scared them so bad they fell, and they're curled up on the ground, or they're shaking, or they're crying, and they're begging you to get away. Now you know you physically did something.
There's goals that we have as haunt actors, You can make somebody pee a little bit, or we've made people, poop themselves, we've made people throw up, there's goals you set, and
I scared this guy, and he got so scared, he picked up his girlfriend, threw her at me, and then ran. And then I was terrified because she looked so angry.
We scared a guy out of his sneakers one year. Like, he jumped out of his shoes, ran away, and then we hung up the sneakers like trophies. We've never made someone throw up.
Well, we got that shitter.
Yeah, she was walking around, hand on her ass, like, clowns made me shit myself, just like crying. It was amazing.
Once you see that look of terror on people's faces, for me, it's just like, I love it. I just love it.
They keep in contact all year round, not just when they're doing the haunt together in the fall.
It's just an interesting coagulation of people that you never would have imagined come together.
It's just good knowing that even for a few weeks that there are some like-minded people that I could hang out with and just have a good time, even outside the haunt.
There was teens that we hired and put them in the orchards. There was adults into their 70s, and they became a family.
There's one kid who runs through the maze and slides on his knees and will scare the nonsense out of you. And I was surprised to learn that he's 15. I thought, okay, that's great. That's the youngest person that's in my circle of friends right now.
Like, you have that tight-knit group of, if I say misfits, but when we're all together, like, we all just meld together.
Any haunt, especially our haunt with the people we work with, we're just such tight-knit. It's such a great atmosphere.
To them, it is the most important time of their career is when they are haunting. So whatever they're doing for the day job, when they get to haunt, they feel like the best version of themselves.
When I graduated college, I worked in a blood lab.
I am a college professor.
I'm a mechanic forever.
I do retail merchandising for supermarkets.
I'm a potty pusher. When you're selling toilets, there are certain things you have to know.
I'm a waxer. I work for a brow bar.
I inspect containers, truck containers, like 18-wheelers.
I was actually in the dog food industry.
I have my own pet sitting business.
A lot of the times they were the ones that were quiet in school. They were the ones that maybe didn't shine in their day job. And all of a sudden, their passion for Halloween led them to audition for a haunted attraction. And that's where they grasped their fullest potential. We have people in our haunt that suffer with all kinds of issues.
I have severe hemophilia A. That's a blood disorder where your blood doesn't clot correctly, And in some cases, it doesn't call it at all, which is mine.
You know, I have Tourette's, so that was a bit of an issue. But when I'm busy and doing something I love and fun, then they kind of disappear.
It was a rough life.
No one really knows what it was like going through the things that we went through.
They've never had to go a day without eating food or worry, like, you know, if they're gonna get jumped at school.
I was bullied a lot.
I think the hardest thing I've had to overcome was just being bullied for my weight.
I had some educational problems. I had zero attention span.
I had addiction problems growing up since the age of 12.
My makeup artist, she in corporate world cannot hold a job because she couldn't focus. She's the most unbelievable makeup artist. I've watched her for 3 hours at a time, focusing, doing people's makeup.
I was there 3 hours early. I was there like prepared. I'm like, okay, so I'm not a loser. Like, I can do this stuff. I'm not lazy. I can function as a normal human being.
I have something different that's wrong with me. But I wanted to show that anyone can do it, anyone can excel at it, and then you tell your boss after you get hurt.
So to me, this was a light bulb. Haunting is actually healing. Haunting is a therapeutic means for these people.
It's just seeing that you have impacted someone's day to make them feel good makes you feel better yourself.
It's very stress relieving because you have the ability to kind of be in someone's face without being in their face nastily.
And they have to haunt. It's what makes them tick. It's what gives them the energy to overcome a lot of hard obstacles that they have in their life.
It makes me feel good, even though I'm scaring you, but it makes me feel good because at the end of it all, they're gonna walk out with a smile on their face. They may have crapped their pants, but they're gonna walk out with a smile on their face.
Doing the haunt is very good from anger.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, I release my demons onto someone.
Yeah, figuratively and literally.
I'm only 5'2", I'm little, so when I scare somebody who's like 6'4", a big guy, it's kind of just like, hey, I do have a little certain power about me.
Like, if we went like a month without listening to metal or a month without watching a horror movie, we'd probably lose our marbles too. In the same way that if we can't scare people in October, we'll lose our marbles.
Halloween is just it's the only safe haven I have. I mean, we're literally walking in a maze full of fake corpses. That's not someone's normal Saturday. Heaven, I'm in it. I'm with it. I'm literally weird. I don't know.
I have an intense connection to feeling like the underdog and feeling like people don't understand me. And I saw that quality in people that were in the haunt. So for me, it was healing because I got these people.
It's scary, it's bloody, it's bad, but no, it brings people together and it heals a lot of broken relationships.
And then the stakes got higher. One of the men in my haunt, Brian Butler, he actually is in kidney failure, so both his kidneys are shut down. He's able to do the haunt because he was on dialysis, and dialysis is keeping him alive.
Life on dialysis is a bit of a trial at some points. I mean, I have to thank the medical community for the fact that I'm alive and I can live, and that's great. Some of the advances we've made in medicine are spectacular.
And I hired him because they have an anniversary costume Halloween party every year, and I went to it, and I'm like, oh, he would be really good in the haunt, because he wasn't a haunter like some of these other guys.
So when Winter reached out about him possibly working there, it was like, oh my God, please let him jump all over this.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He just had the vibe where he like just got along with everyone.
If you see him in real life and you see him with a haunt, you wouldn't recognize him.
He made everyone feel welcome. Like, it was like amazing.
The Maze Man, you could hear him from a half an orchard away.
Brian was in my area going, "Get out of my maze!"
He was performing just as much as the next guy was, if not giving even more than maybe some people did at the haunt. And to find out that he was sick, it kind of puts you on the realization that, wow, he's going through this at home, and we don't see that part.
You know, we found out that Brian has an illness, and we got to come together and help him with it. And really touched me in a way, because if you're not reaching out and helping somebody else, you're really not living your life like you should be.
Right now, I'm on the New Jersey waiting list. There are waiting lists for organ donation in every state. Every state has one. Because of the populace of this area, the waiting list is quite long. It is a 7 to 8 year waiting list.
So let me ask you, where does that kidney come from when you ask?
You can survive with one kidney. You would never be a donor. They put you through all these tests. If you have the same blood type and you are a healthy person, you can survive 100% with one kidney.
So a lot of people who have tried to be donors have been ruled out because of their own health issues. And so we're grateful for them, but it's not easy.
Childhood friends from Zion Lutheran connected 30 plus years later, and all of a sudden are all working together towards this common goal of just bringing friendship to a person that needs our help, and a person that needs our help that really inspires us every day.
It was such a great experience for him. It made me so happy. And also, I mean, it brought him back to life. Like, having this experience was so dramatically, like, life-changing for him.
I now understand what a lot of the folks have been talking about this being something that they wait for all year long.
I like Halloween. I love it now. I love Halloween now because of what I've learned from the scare actors.
Because it's not just about the scaring, it's about the camaraderie and the joining and everybody being together and scaring together.
Are you crying?
That's a wrap.
She's actually a rescue tarantula. Not many people can say that, but she is.
Leave my maze.
Leave my maze.
I don't like humans. I just, like, we're a drain on resources.
I like to scare aggressively.
Right now, like, I look normal. But then in an hour and a half, I could look like I'm gonna kill you.
I don't like devil possession stuff. That kind of haunts a different category for me.
Halloween? Yeah, by
Is that
far.
about a werewolf?
No, that was Werewolf in London with Lon Chaney. That was not. Halloween has no werewolf.